Hello, welcome to Monday's class. Just let me shut this door because the washing machine's going and it'll go into a massive, huge spin cycle just as I'm talking. Right, today I want to talk about this class a little bit because last week I felt as if I was rushing it a bit, but I wanted to make it a bit pacier. But I got quite a lot of feedback from people saying they liked it being a bit more pacey and things. And so I was thinking, I used to do a class with a guy called Shaun T, who did an exercise routine called Insanity. Now, I'm not going to do anything like that. But he made the point that if you go to a gym, say you spend an hour in the gym and you do a few exercises, 10 reps, and you do a couple of machines, and then you maybe go and have a drink of water. And then if you're using the machines or the weights, you've got to wait for somebody else to finish using them. So you're hanging around a bit. So of the hour that you're at the gym, you probably only spend about half an hour actually exercising. So Shaun T's point of view was that he did 25-minute exercise session, but he just kept going. There weren't many pauses in between. I'm not going to do it the same as he did it because some of them I was just going, oh no, I can't. But I'm going to do something similar. So Monday's class, I think, should be more challenging than Wednesday's class. That doesn't mean to say that if you find them difficult, you can't do it. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, energy. I thought I was burbling a bit on Wednesday, I have to say, Elizabeth. I'm glad you found it interesting. If you Google it, there's loads of stuff to find about it. Anyway, so today, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same exercises. The warm-up is always about 10 minutes. Now, you may think the warm-up is interminable, but quite a lot of the arm exercises in the warm-up are also strengthening exercises. So they have dual purpose. So the whole exercise session should probably, with the warm-up and the main body of the exercise, should take about half an hour, and then we'll have the have the stretching after that. So it's more sort of short and snappy. The exercises themselves we're not going to rush, but there's going to be very little pause in between the exercises. And if I need to explain how the exercises are done, I'll do it whilst we're doing the exercises, which means that my counting is going to go out the window. So if we end up doing 8 of one exercise and 12 of another, please forgive me, because I find it very difficult to count and talk at the same time. I can chew gum and talk at the same time, but I can't count and talk at the same time. So the exercises are going to be done with correct technique and quite slow and controlled. We're not going to rush the actual exercises. Now, if you can't do, it is going to be quite tiring at the time. If you can't do 10 repetitions of each exercise, then don't do them. Do as many as you can. This is not an exercise class. This is a more challenging exercise class, but that doesn't mean to say it's not doable. It should be doable for most of you, well, for all of you. I know if you've got dodgy knees, you might not be able to kneel for the 3/4 press up. But at the time when we do that, I'll show you lying on your stomach and having your hands under your shoulders and just pushing up, sort of like the upward dog that you do in yoga. If any of you have done yoga, that still gives you strength in your arms. So there are ways to adapt the exercises. The boat, I know a lot of you find the boat really difficult. If you can't do the whole of the boat, don't do it. Put your feet down. Challenge yourself, but you will improve. I mean, I got a message the other day from somebody saying they can now do 5.5 press-ups. Now that is brilliant. So if you can't do the press up bit, just do the down bit, and then do the down bit, and eventually it will come. It didn't take you this long to get this you didn't get this unfit overnight. It's taken you decades to get to this stage where you need to do this and you can't do press-ups. So it's not, the good news is it's not going to take you decades to get fitter. So the class is going to be snappier, less talking in between. It's going to be hard for me. And it's going to be a bit more challenging. The exercises are the same. The challenging bit is we're going to go from exercise to exercise to exercise. So that's going to be a little bit more challenging. But don't get discouraged. That's what I want to say. Keep on keeping on. Even if you can only do 1 second of the plank, it's more than people not doing the plank can do. And it will improve. Trust me, I'm a fitness expert. Right, it's 11 o'clock. And without further ado, we're going to go into the warm-up. So we're going to start by putting the camera down a little bit. So we're going to walk on the spot. And if you can, do it on your toes, like that. And I'm going to come back in again and put the camera up a little bit because you don't need to see my feet again. You keep doing it. So we're going to just walking on the spot. Swing your arms, do it a slightly exaggerated way, a bit like Peter Kay when he's doing the Amarillo song, because that helps your shoulders get mobilized and warmed up, helps the synovial fluid get warmed up. But we're going to be doing quite a lot of arm and shoulder exercises in the warm-up, actually. So, okay, 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to start by putting your hand on your shoulder so that you've got a wing. Imagine you've got a pencil out the side, and we're going to do 5 big circles back. 2, draw them on the wall. 3, 4, 5, and then forward. 1, nice and slow and controlled, full range of movement. 3, 4, 5, and then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fabulous. Next one we're going to do is the one where we raise one arm and the other one goes behind. We're going to do 10. Now remember what I'm always saying, don't force your arms. Just go as high as they want to go, as they can go. If you force them, you are going to risk damaging them. And I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one we're going to do is we're going to stand with our hands by our sides with them, palms out, and we're going to push up the air and just touch your hands like that over the top of your head. Get your arms as straight as you can, and then we're going to turn the hands that way and push down. So we're going to go 1, not too fast, not too slow. 2, 3, and it's the turning of the arms as well that's helping to warm the muscles and mobilize. 5, 6, 7, 8, just let your arms go as high as they're capable. 9, don't force anything. 10. Last arm exercise, have your hands at 90, elbows at 90 degrees. Just going to go in and touch your elbows. If you can't get your elbows together, just go as far as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm finding there's quite a strain on my upper arm muscles now. 5, 6, whoops, I didn't touch my elbows there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. So just give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle because, oops, wrong way. That does take its toll, doesn't it? Right, into our routine. So we're going to go heel dig, remember? And then anchor your elbow. And as you do the heel dig, you're going to do a bicep curl on the opposite leg. Just check that you're doing opposite arm and leg. Trust me, eventually, if you find this difficult, and I know some people do, eventually it does become second nature. You just do it automatically. 3, 2, 1. Next one is just step out to the side. And then at the same time as prayer hands, pushing your arms out to the side. My arms are getting a bit tired now, actually, all this arm work. I don't know how yours are doing. Nice and slow. I was going a bit fast there. Remember the headlights on your knees and your hips pointing forward. Don't be tempted to twist your body at all. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take a step back, just a small step. And at the same time, have your hands here, and the arms are going to come straight out like that. Remember the heels, the headlights on the knees again. Don't be tempted to try and get your knee going in like that. Try and keep it pointing forward. My right knee wants to turn in a bit, but my left knee is not too bad. 3, 2, 1. And then finally, just a toe tap, and at the same time, just swing your opposite arm in a relaxed fashion. Just opposite arm and leg. It's good for your coordination, this, which is good for your brain. Exercise and having to think about it is the best way to keep your brain going. If you were doing a crossword and dancing at the same time, that would be quite good. Or Sudoku and running, something like that. 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Right, we're going to put all that together. So we're going to go heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Just take small steps. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back. We're going to toe tap. Sorry, start again. Heel dig. We're going to just speed up a little bit. Back, toe tap. If you get lost, just try and find out where we are. It will come. Don't get discouraged. Toe tap. Heel dig. Side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, smaller steps, back, shorter movements. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Last time, heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Well done. Did you manage that? If you got flummoxed in the bit when we were going fast, don't worry about it. It does come automatically eventually. Right. Without letting you get your breath back too much, we're going to go into the squat. So I'll talk you through it as we do it. So if you're starting off, feet hip width apart, bum sticking out, knees forward, and we're going to go down. Remember, don't let your knees come over your toes, and you don't have to go down as far as I'm going. Just go down to there if it means you keep good technique. 2, 3, nice and slow and controlled. 4. If you're finding it really difficult, try opening your feet a little bit. 4. I think that might be 5, but we're going to go for 4. 5. Don't say I didn't warn you about the counting. 6. 7. Nice and slow down to there if you need to. Further down if you can. 8. I should have said if you want to do standing and sitting on the chair. 9. Then you can. 10. Yeah, I should have said if you can't do a free squat, do the standing and sitting from the chair. Right. We're going to do some squats, but we're going to walk at the same time. So get down into your squat position. Don't go down too far. Keep your bum back, remember. And we're going to go 1, 2. Oh, this is easier than it was the other week. 3, 4, 5, and then back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then stand up. That was easier for me than it was the first week that I introduced this. The reason I introduced it was because when I was walking with the dog, there's a tree branch that's down, and so I had to get under it, and it was really difficult doing this. So I thought I'm going to introduce that as an exercise, because it's these muscles here that need strengthening. So we're going to do it again. So get down in the squat. 1, 2, 3, bum back. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Makes you puff a bit. Right, we're going to do the punching one now. Remember that one? That's the one where you do the 3. So feet hip width apart, knees bent. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You keep doing that. Right. Oops, I'll start the watch. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Arms straight out in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They come up from your chest. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter if you bounce on your legs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're on 23. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. It's actually difficult to coordinate that one because we're doing it in 3s. Oh, right. Next one, we're going to do it again. Ready? Off we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is feeling less awkward than it used to as well. 1, 2, 3. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was quite good. I did that quite well that time. Right. Next one is we're going to get into the lunge. Now, have the chair near if you want, because the lunge can overbalance you. And if you need to hang on, hang on. Remember, the lunge is in 4 sections. So we're stepping forward, we're bending. Don't put your knee on the ground. Standing up and back. That's 1. Remember, keep your torso up. 2, 2. Whoa. If you need to hold on, do 3. These are not easy exercises. So if you're finding them difficult, that's absolutely fine. There's no point in doing an exercise if it's easy. You see, you can take the girl out of Calvinist Scotland, but etc., etc. If it's worth doing a thing, if a thing's worth doing, it's, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to go on to the other one. Just take a couple of seconds to get your balance. Forward, whoops, like that. 1, 2. If you can't get your knees right down, just go as far as you can. 3. You could go just to there if you wanted. 4, as long as you make it 4 separate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Right, on the floor, I'll give you a couple of seconds to get yourself onto the floor if it's difficult for you to get onto the floor. Can you hear that washing machine? The microphone, I don't know how sensitive the microphone is. I don't want the washing machine competing with me. Maybe I'll switch it off just for the time being. Honestly, when you want it to stop, it won't. Spin, it won't. When you don't want it to, it will. Right, I'm going to just turn that down a bit. Just giving you a wee bit of a breather here. Right, we're going to do the plank first. So on your tum, lying down. We're going to do a plank for a minute. Remember, elbows under your shoulders, body like a plank, and up we go. I'll count up, that's 10. I'll count up in 10 seconds, sort of chunks, so that you can figure out how fast you're going. 20. Now, if you're getting really tired, you can just put your knees down for a couple of, for a 10 second, and then go back up again. 30, it's halfway. 40. 50. 7, 8, 9, 60. Well done. If you can't hold it, if you can only do 5 seconds for the plank, stay in that position, even if you're on the floor, because you can sort of come up and down again for a little. Don't just sort of get out of the plank and sit up. Stay in the plank position, because that way you're more likely to just keep giving it a go. Right, lovely side planks. Shoulder under your elbow, up with both feet. If you can't do both feet, remember, put your bottom leg back. 30 seconds of this. Again, I'll do it in 10-second chunks. 10. Just press there. You feel how hard your stomach's getting, how hard your core muscles are working. 20. I know people find this one difficult. 8, 9, 30. Good. And then swivel round. Come on. Watch. Right. Swivel round. Elbow under your shoulder. That's the most important thing. Take time to place it there. Because if you don't, it'll be horrible doing this. And then up, off we go. 10. 20. Voice is going squeaky, it's the emotion. I'm getting quite a sweat on here. I don't know about you lot. 7, 8, 9, 30. Good stuff. Right, I need this again. Because, I've forgotten the press up. Oh, I bet you were thinking, oh gosh, she's forgotten that. But we can do it out of order. How radical is that? Oh, I just don't care when I get going. So remember, press up, on your hands and knees with your hands under your shoulders. Take a sort of step forward, as it were, and then move your body so that your hand is under your shoulders again. And you can either just do this bit, one, and then get back up and do the downward bit the whole time, or right on your tummy and do that. It's up to you. So, sorry, that was an explanation. Right, we're going to do 7 today, okay? You're probably way ahead of me. 1, woo! Whoa, that's hard. 2, oh, what's the matter with me today? 3, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 7 today. 4, this is hard today. 5, but it's quite painful watching this. 6, 7. My goodness me, that was the hardest that's ever been. I don't know if my hands were in the wrong position. That was hard. Right, we're going to do the boat. Squeaking a bit here. Now remember the boat. Watch. We're going to do 2 lots of 30 seconds. And hold your knees if you need to. Rock back on your pelvis a bit. Starting the watch now. You can let go, or you can bring your legs up like that, or both. If it's too much, bring them back down. Hold on to them if you need to. You can bring your knees nearer your chest if you want. That puts more pressure on your abs. So we've done 22 seconds already. So 3, 2, 1, and relax. Right. Just sit up, hands above your head, and then just lean forward a bit. And then back again and reverse. So, legs up. Off we go. You could do one leg at a time if you wanted. It's hard though. Holding on again if you need to, remember. Try and stay in the position, even if you're holding on the whole way through. It's still getting your body used to this position. So we're on 25 now. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whoa, hard that, isn't it? Last one of these is the bridge. Lying on your back, feet so that your middle finger can just touch. And then we're going to just go up, squeezing your glutes. Remember, keeping your thighs parallel. They don't flop out or get together. So squeeze those glutes. And then we're going to go down and then up and again and squeeze really hard. Really hard. Down and up. This is hard, or the whole session has been quite hard. I'm sweating and puffing and panting a bit. 4, remember those glutes. 5. It's very undignified, this, isn't it? 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Well done. Right, sitting up, just get your back straight and then just lean forward just to sort of take the kink out of your back where you've been doing the bridge. Okay, right, so up on your feet. And we're going to be doing, agree with what, Nikki? It's nice to be agreed with, but agree with what? So we're going to finish with our usual high intensity stuff, 3 20-second sessions of running on the spot. Just tiny little steps, tiny little steps. If you've got bad knees, this is giving you a bit of a break between the main body of the exercise and the high intensity. If you've got bad knees and you can't do the running on the spot, although there shouldn't be much jarring, it should just be tiny little movements like that, hardly moving your feet at all, you can do the punching. But it is better if you can do the running on the spot, because it uses up more oxygen, makes your heart work faster, because your muscles in your lower half of your body are bigger than... Delia, if you can only do the boat holding on, that is absolutely fine. What's wrong with that? It's great. It's great that you're doing it. I'm sure you're not alone. I'm sure other people need to hold on the whole time. It will come. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a professional. Right. Are we ready? First lot of hit. On your mark, set, go. Ooh, I'm all sweaty. $17, $18, $19, $20. You don't know how lucky you were then. I was daydreaming a bit and I suddenly noticed it was 17. I will give you a bit of a break now in between these high intensity things because it's better for you. I don't know how you feel. I've enjoyed this better. It feels more boom, 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 boom. Have you all managed it, I hope? I know quite a lot of you do comments for me. Shouldn't be able to do comments on the way through, because if you're doing it on the way through the exercises, you're not doing the exercises. But feedback's always good. I know you give me feedback on my Buy Me a Coffee page. More about Buy Me a Coffee later. Right, second lot. More comments. Right, on your marks, set, off you go. $17, $18, $19, $20. Well done. Whew. Just give you another little bit of a rest. I'll give you 30 seconds, half a minute's rest. So you better breathe deeply. And then we'll go again. 20-second high exertion and then 30-second rest. It's pretty good ratios, that. Oops, falling over there. Well, as long as you're agreeing with me, Nikki, that's all that matters, really. Right. Oops. Oh, don't need to stop and reset. Last one. You ready? On your marks, set, off you go. $17, $18, $19, $20. Well done, everybody. Really well done. Look, 11:29. This watch hasn't got a second hand, so I don't know how many seconds there are till 11:30. But that's just about half an hour class, and we were going the whole time. So I think that's pretty good. I've quite enjoyed that and feel that you've got quite a lot. You've probably got more out of it. I don't know. But it is challenging. Don't think that it's going to be easy. Just because we're old doesn't mean to say we have to take things easy. Right, before we go into the stretching, usual thing, if you want to buy me a coffee, I'd be eternally grateful. The link is underneath in the comments section. If you want to know more about fitness or you want to contact me, my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page is there as well. And that's a good way to get me. I'm always on Facebook, so I'll always know if you're trying to contact me. If you want to make a comment or ask a question or anything, I'm always happy to talk Oh, I'm glad it was tough, but doable, Nikki. That's the thing. Tough is good. Tough but doable. It's tough and impossible. It's no good, but it is doable. Sometimes you may need to work up a little bit. Right, and if you can subscribe, I'd be very grateful. Last time I had 297 subscribers, so I need 3 more subscribers. I think most of you have subscribed, haven't you? Get a friend to subscribe, even if they're not going to do it. And if you could like this class, that would be really good as well. Right, stretching. Calf stretch, front leg forward, back leg straight. Both heels on the ground, feet facing the same direction. I can't believe how tough those press-ups were. Oof. I'm going to have to practice more. And then very gently bend your back leg. Your heel will come off the ground, but that's fine. You should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. And then switch over, lean forward. Bend your back knee slightly. I think I might talk a bit less in the Wednesday class as well and maybe zip that one up a bit. And then quadricep stretch. So if you can, grab your foot, your ankle, anything else. If you can't, put your hands behind you and just try and kick your hands. If you can't kick your hands, it doesn't matter. It's just the movement that stretches these muscles. It's actually quite good as well because it exercises the hamstring muscles because they've got to work to lift your leg up. I'm going to do static stretch, but a dynamic stretch is good as well. I'm just trying to get my balance here. I'm just too hyper now. That's what I was saying the other day about energy. When you do a class and you feel a bit sluggish to begin with, see now I'm like, woo! That's probably me. Right, static stretches, switch legs. Dynamic stretches, keep being dynamic. When you're doing this one, if you tilt your pelvis a bit, you can feel the stretch increasing. Okay, next we're going to the hamstrings, which dynamic stretchers have been exercising. Sit at the front of the chair, knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees. Just make sure your shoulders are straight, one leg out, toe pointing back, and lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. So you keep your back straight, really. Ooh, pull your toe back, it goes, ooh. And then sitting up, sort your shoulders out again, and leg forward, and lean forward from the hips, not the waist. And then sitting up. This is the one where we're going to sit sideways in the chair. One leg stretching back. Keep your torso upright. Just to stretch these muscles here. Whoa. I have trouble with this muscle sometimes. Ah. Whoa, that hurts. Ooh. And then switch around, leg out behind. It doesn't matter if you can't get your leg as far out as I do, just there, as long as you can feel it stretching a bit there. Torso upright. And standing up, hands at shoulder height, palms facing forward, round the tree, not like that, shoulder height, and then dip your head. I sort of wiggle myself so I feel the muscles at the top of my neck, at the bottom of my neck, the top of my shoulders stretching. And then if you can, interlink your hands behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. If you're interlinking, lift your arms up a bit so that you get that good stretch across here, across your chest. It should be tough, Delia. It's good for you. I mean, it's tough, but you can do some of them. When you first came, when you first started, some of you wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Final one. I'm just going to put the screen up a bit there. Is hand up, palm facing backwards. Palm facing backwards. Down your back so as it looks like that. And then just push your elbow back so that you get a stretch here, because those push-ups really work those triceps there. They really did me today anyway. Oh, flipping heck. And then, other one. And there we are. There we have it. Thank you very much for attending. I hope it wasn't, so that was 37 minutes of exercising. So that's not bad, counting the warm-up and the cool down, the stretching at the end. So that's not too bad, is it? Any comments? I should be very welcome, Delia. Any comments? You can either put them here because I see them, well, not when it's switched off, or on my Facebook page. I'm always looking for feedback, not necessarily positive feedback. If I don't listen to negative feedback, we'll never get any better. So, see you on Wednesday. You will make the Olympics, Delia. Tokyo, here you come. So I'll see you on Wednesday if you're joining Wednesdays. If not, I'll see you next Monday. Bye.